Well, hello, everybody. Welcome back. Happy Friday night, Friday evening, or whenever the heck you're watching this, if you're not watching it live. I am so glad you are all here with me at Sips and Spirits. So, how is everybody? Where are we from? Be sure to drop down in the comments or in the comments, wherever you're watching this from. Leave the comment. Tell me your name, where you're from, and if you want to leave, if you want to have a live reading with me tonight, I need the name of the person you would like me to contact. I need their relationship to you. If you know their age when they passed and the year that they or the day that they passed, that would be extra helpful. But hello, hello. Let's see who is here. Daniel, hi. Hi, Beth. Hi, sweetheart. How are you? And Julie, hello. And hello, Daniel in Knoxville. Hi, Gabby. I'm so happy you're here. So, if anybody wants to jump in, I would love to do a reading. But before we get started, everybody, tell me, what are you drinking tonight if you're joining me? I have got us some good $3 chuck from the Aldi. I don't drink often, so I'm not going to spend a lot of money on it, y'all. Sorry. But if you got a glass, let's raise it and let's say a cheers. I know I should have brought a picture up closer. There is my grandmother, JoJo. Today was her 102nd birthday. So cheers to my grandmother, JoJo, and have a happy birthday, grandmother. And cheers to all of you who are here with me tonight. So while we are waiting for everybody to hop on in and we can get started, let me get this hair off of me so it doesn't tickle me all night. Let's go ahead and create our sacred container, shall we? Let's get this party started. We are going to begin by creating a sacred container where we welcome in and we invite our higher selves, as well as calling upon Christed consciousness to please join us at the table. We command our sovereignty in this time, dimension, place, and space, and we disinvite and we disallow all beings, energies, and entities of less than Christed consciousness. And now we're going to set our intentions by calling forth in the name of the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit. We welcome to the table now and we invite in to please join us, our angels, ancestors, guardians, and guides, guardians of the four corners, mother of the earth, father of the sky, sacred ones. We call upon all of you. We welcome you here now. We ask you, please be present with us and help us to understand and to interpret these messages to the best of our knowledge as we receive them. Thank you. Okay, everybody. So what's going on here? Hi, team man. Hi, how are y'all? Gabriella. Okay, we can do that, sweetheart. And Beth from Southern Ohio with a hick accent. I love it. Constance, hi from Savannah. And Roxanne. Hi, I love you. Oh, give yourself a big. I need to come see you. I love you. I miss you. And Gabriella. Okay, perfect. And there's my Julie. My Julie. Y'all, if you see Julie, y'all say hi to her. If you're ever on my Instagram, she is the one that makes it beautiful. If you don't see this face, it's Julie who makes all those beautiful pictures and all that. She does all the stuff. Y'all. She does it all. She is behind the scenes working her tail off. So y'all give her some love. If you see her, say hi. She's awesome. We love her. Okay, so Tommy is behind the scenes over here writing all the information down for me. So we will get started in just a minute. Before we begin tonight, let me just show you. That's right, Julie does rock. Thank you, Davey. We are going to be using the Russian Tarot of St. Petersburg tonight and talking to heaven. So let me go ahead and get our decks set up while Tommy is writing out my little helper behind the scenes here. My husband Tommy is writing all the information out for me so I know who is up in the queue. So let's go ahead and begin my shuffling. All right, angels, ancestors, guardians, and guides, we welcome you here tonight. We're so glad you are here with us tonight. So, are we ready, Tommy? Almost. He writes slow, y'all. He's an awesome writer, but let me tell you why he's writing slow. It's not his fault. We had a monster storm come through today and middle of this afternoon, about like 3:30 this afternoon. And the house literally right beside next door to us, this giant pine tree fell over directly beside the house. Thank God it did not fall over onto the house. Actually, if you were on my Instagram, you could see it in the stories. And it went across a cove and it blocked off the neighbor's house and the house beside it. And so, being the incredible human being that my husband is, he was out there cutting this monster tree and getting it out of the street so we could open the road back up. So he's riding a little slow. So we'll just be a little patient with him tonight. Give him a get little grace because he gave somebody a blessing today. All right. He says we are ready. So we are. Gabriella, my beautiful Gabriella. Are you ready, Sugar Pie? We are going to talk to her grandpa. Is that Gennaro Rodriguez? Hang on, sweetie. She actually said what year. His birthday is January 3rd. And he that's also his birthday is January 3rd. So age, we'll just say he was a January 3rd Capricorn. Okay. All right, Gabriella, let's begin. All right, we call upon Gabriella. We call upon her grandfather, Gennaro Rodriguez. And obviously, if I'm saying his name wrong, my apologies. I would never do that. And in fact, now that I look at it, it's Rodriguez. Okay. Gennaro Rodriguez. Grandpa to Gabriella Cabrera. His birthday was January 3rd. He was I'm getting the tingles, girl. His birthday was January 3rd. He's already popped a card up. He's ready to start. He said, quit talking, let's go. Was he like to the point? Because he's like, quit talking about it. So he passed at age 91. So the very first card he wants to bring out, I love this card to represent him, the Queen of Coins. So he is somebody who nurtured and really took care of his family. He really provided financially and made sure everybody had what they need. I love that. Okay, so let's go ahead. What is a lesson? Gennaro, thank you so much for being here with your granddaughter, Gabriella. Gennaro Rodriguez. What is a lesson that you want to share with your granddaughter, Gabriella? What is a lesson to share with Gabriella, the King of Wands? So the big thing is that you're not looking at the big picture, sweetie. He says you're focusing too much on the little details of what's happening to you. He says step back, look at the big picture. Don't look at the day in and day out. Look at the, my best friend is so sweet. I was looking at my finances last year, and we're talking about money because he's a money guy. And I said, oh, I only made this much more this year. And he's like, to me, it seemed like it was such a big deal. I didn't make that much more than I did last year. And he said, well, that's like a 15% increase. And that's the thing. I was thinking it wasn't that much because it was just a little bit amount of money to me. But he's like, that's 15% more. You make 15% more. And that's kind of the thing your grandfather's saying. You're looking at the details and you're not seeing how far you come. You're not looking at the big picture. You're not seeing the growth. And so, especially with the King of Clubs being right here with the Queen of Wands, where have you really not just changed and grown, but where have you made big leaps and bounds towards, like, look back at where you were 18 months even ago, and where have you made big leaps and bounds in the direction of at least one goal? I guarantee you there is one thing in your life that is nothing like it was before, and you're proud of that moment. He says, stop focusing on the little details and look at the big picture and be proud of who you are and where you have come from. Okay. He really thinks you're not looking at where you come from and how far you've come from. All right. So the next card he wants to say is, what is a lesson he would like to share with you? Gennaro Rodriguez, grandfather to Gabriella. There we go. A lesson he would like to share with you. Gabriella, I love this message so much for you, baby. The Hermit in reverse. There's that beautiful Virgo energy. I give you Virgos a hard time out there that are listening, but the truth of the matter is, the thing about the Virgo is, though they can be kind of picky and they can be a little bit focused. The thing is, when they arrive to the place where they are ready to have a life-altering moment of just awakening, they're better prepared for it than most people. Most people, when we go through a dark night of the soul or like a great awakening, it will knock us on our ass, right? But Virgo has been preparing for this moment since they were 3 years old. They are ready. And so I love that his lesson that he wants to share with you is, listen, no man is an island. Okay. So the first thing is that we need to reach out and ask others to help us, and don't be afraid to share your story. Don't be afraid to find others that have similar stories as you to share, because we need to be validated in our life as we go through that we're not going through this alone, and that we need others to say they've gone through this with us. But also, I feel like he's saying, um, especially this King of Wands, Queen of Pentacles, now the Hermit here. I feel like he's saying you're about to come into a big moment where things are about to shift here soon, sweetheart, and be ready for it. Don't be afraid of what's coming. There's a big shift coming in your life, and he's saying, ground down into it, accept it, and be ready for it. Could you turn the heat off, sweetheart? Okay, so the next card is he's asking, how is he doing on the other side? All right, Gennaro Rodriguez, Grandpa to Gabriella, whose birthday is January 3rd, Capricorn. He passed in age 91. How are you doing? I love this so much. The seven hand, where are we going? This is in reverse, so I'm always kind of confused how, oh, wrong way, see? We have the seven of swords, yes. What I like about this card being in reverse is he's saying, you know, I can't hide from the truth. I can't hide from who I am up here. I have to be honest with myself. I have to face myself. And there's something very freeing about not having a mask to wear, not having to hide who you are, being able to just accept. And he's saying it is the most beautiful thing because I feel like he probably on his lifetime, he was so focused on his family, and he was so focused on taking care of the ones he loved and making sure you were taken care of financially, you provided for, you had everything you needed. Your future was going to be better than his, no doubt. He made sure of that. He was so worried about that the mask was that he didn't get to be himself as much as he wanted to be. And his soul loves that he gets to be its full self-expression. He doesn't have to hide. He doesn't have to censor. He doesn't have to worry. He gets to just be. And that is the most beautiful, freeing. I got this beautiful, just this feeling just now of like bubbles coming up over me, like this kind of just like light, happy, free feeling. And he feels very expansive. You know, he just feels very happy to be able to be whole now. And I love that energy. That's exactly what I heard. He feels happy to feel whole. I love that. So a message to you, Gabby, from your grandfather, please. Message for Gabriella. Oh, goodness gracious. There is some energy walking through the table here. Woo-hoo-hoo. Gabriella Cabrera, message from her grandfather, Gennaro Rodriguez. Grandpa, whose birthday is January 3rd. He's a Capricorn, and he passed at age 91. Message, please, to Gabriella from her grandpa, Gennaro. Message directly to Gabriella, please. Woo! Gabriella, I wish you could feel, I am feeling a very tight squeeze across my chest in the best way. It's warm, and it's that feeling. Okay, hang on. So, personal story. 10 days from now will be my grandfather's birthday. Okay, I will not cry on the internet. I have a promise to myself. I won't do that. Okay, so 10 days from now, I've got tissues, baby, right here. 10 days from now is my actual grandfather's birthday. And when he was passing 6 years ago, his passing was kind of long and drawn out. And he passed right around this time of year. He passed the day after his birthday on March 14th. And all the beautiful buttercups were blooming all around his house, and all the daffodils were in bloom, and tulips were bloom. And there were these beautiful yellow flowers that were all in bloom, buttercups outside of their house. And the days leading up to his passing, every day I was coming, to come see him because we didn't know how much time we had left. And these beautiful flowers were getting more and more and more. And so I told him the day before he passed, I said, make me a promise. And he was comatose at that point, even though I know that he heard me because he had a tear come out of his eye. But he said, I told him, I said, when you pass, do me a favor. And when I'm thinking of you, if I made a connection, would you please bring me yellow flowers? And literally, I'm not going to even go into all the times that he's brought me yellow flowers, but literally and truly, I'll think of him and a yellow flower will appear in the most random things. Like I'll get a text, or like I'll turn on a video and there'll be a yellow flower, or I'll literally walk outside and there'll be a yellow flower sitting on my door. It happens, and it's the craziest stuff. And so, because even though this is my grandmother's birthday, it is getting close to my grandfather's birthday and his day of passing. And so I've been talking to him a lot too. So I love that your grandpa pulled this card, because we have, Gabby, you know how much I love you, baby. We have a kind of a bond here. Our granddaddies are both bringing us this beautiful flower. So Here it is, Gabriella. I love this message so much. It says, oh, now I have no pain. Mm, I love this card with every bit of my being. Okay, now I have no pain. Give me just 1 second. Here we go. Now I have no pain. You worried whether I suffered in my passing, and I'm here to tell you that all physical pain is connected to the body. Now that my body has been laid to rest, I am completely pain free. Before, movement was slow and cumbersome, but now I am so light and free that I can be wherever I want to be with just a thought. That is like the most amazing thing ever, right? Part of my life review has been to examine the source of my previous physical pain and to take responsibility without guilt for my role in manifesting those conditions. I can now see that the path of pain was a choice my soul made, and I am learning great lessons of compassion and empowerment from that path. So he is really getting to learn, and that's exactly what this last card was about too. He's saying, I had to learn to forgive myself for all the ways I held myself back. I had to learn to forgive myself for the ways I contributed to my own pain. But you know what? That's part of being human. And so he's saying, hey, you live, you learn, right? And so that is the most beautiful, beautiful message. And from one granddaughter to another, your granddaddy says he loves you. Gabriella, it was my honor. It was my absolute honor to be here with you and your granddaddy. We thank you so much for being here with us tonight, Grandpa Gennaro Rodriguez, and we thank you. We close this container now with you. Amen. So, who is that? Elizabeth. You are next, sweetheart. Let me get a little sip after all of that tear fest we just went through. You know what? This is the perfect time. Y'all are here. I'm going to plug my book. Y'all, look what I did. Hang on. Before I take a sip of wine, I wrote a book, y'all. This is not the final cover. I've decided I am changing the cover, and it's not going to have a gray bar going through this. It's just for me to prove it. But it is called The Tarotastic Journey of Mia and Her Friends, and it is the dang cutest book. It's for ages 6 to 9, and it is about 3 little friends named Mia, James, and Lily, who are named after my son and my surrogate twin daughters, Mia, James, and Lily. And it is the sweetest book. It is now on Kindle and on Amazon. Look it up. It is just came out this past week. I'm gonna change the cover, to be honest with you. But y'all check it out. All right, Elizabeth, are you ready, baby girl? Let's get started. All right. So we are going to. Oh, I love Elizabeth. Okay, here we go. We welcome to the table. If it is his free will to do so, we invite to the table John Marnix, uncle to Elizabeth Hankins. John Marnix, uncle to Elizabeth Hankins, who passed on January 28th, 2021 at age 60. He's here. John Marnix, uncle to Elizabeth Hankins, January 28th, 2021. He is already pulling cards, and so he's already coming out the gate strong. The very first card is a card to represent the person who has passed on. And so here we have the 9 of Swords. And so I'm going to go ahead and guess he didn't have the easiest life, Elizabeth. This is somebody who either physically, mentally, spiritually, emotionally had a lot to deal with. Okay. And this is somebody who in life may not have, I probably took on more than, you know what, I feel like, because this reminds me of my dad, this is somebody who took on a lot. This is somebody who chose a life one way or the other. It feels like he probably went through a lot. And can I say something what I love about this card, though? This is the 9 of Swords. 9 is the number of the end of the cycle. And so though this body that he lived in this lifetime that you experienced may have gone through a lot, I really love the energy of knowing that was the last. He probably learned a lot of lessons. He was able to move forward and move on. I really, really love that. So, okay, let's go ahead and find out how he is doing on the other side. John Marnix, woo, he is fast. Here we have the devil. Don't think that means he's down in hell or anything like that. That's not what this means. This is kind of this is a playful card in this way. Remember, every tarot card has a kind of a positive and a negative side, if you want to call it that, but a more light and a more serious side. The devil in this case, I definitely get the energy that this is a more playful energy. Let me just clarify. I just want to make you feel better, but he is fast. He ain't even playing yet 2 points. He's definitely being very playful here. He's saying he's great. He's kind of teasing in a way that he's like, I bet you thought that, I was gonna, maybe not end up in heaven. Kind of joking. He's kind of joking. He's like, I know you didn't mean that, but obviously you love him enough to be here, so you didn't think that. But he's saying, I'm up here raising hell. And I love that. He's kind of raising hell even in heaven. And I love that. I love that energy. Elizabeth, the devil came out for my poppy call the other day too with you. Oh, my family's crazy. Elizabeth, I love you. I love your whole family. I love your sister. I love all y'all. Y'all are fun. Okay, so let's go ahead and see what is a lesson he wants to share with you. John Marnix, what is the lesson you want to share with your niece, Elizabeth? What is the lesson you want to share with your niece, Elizabeth? This is an interesting card because it's come up twice in the same position. The previous reading had the same exact card, the King of Clubs, the King of Wands. This is about him, not about you, because the next question is going to be more about you. But something he is saying here is a lesson he wishes that, he focused on more in life was kind of pay attention to the details. He really focused on, he kind of was focused more on the trees, not the forest. Like he really focused on the daily grind. He didn't see the cumulative picture. He didn't see how his actions impacted him in the long run. He didn't really think about the future, his choices. And I also get this energy that maybe even when he was younger, he may have made choices. Let me clarify something. I get this energy that when he was younger, my ears ringing loudly, he may have made choices that he didn't predict were going to have long-term implications. Wow. Okay. Justice is in reverse. Queen of Swords. Right. He couldn't see the moon. Right. He didn't see the whole picture. He didn't know some of the choices that he made 100%. Right. And I don't know if he got in trouble with the law, and I'm not going to tell anybody's business. If he was, do not say that on here, Elizabeth. Okay. But I'm just saying, justice card comes up. Sometimes it could be that when he was younger, maybe got in trouble with the law. But even if he didn't, it has nothing to do with that. This has more about learning his lesson. All right. When he was younger, he didn't always see the big picture. He wasn't always as wise as he should have been. And he's kind of in the dark sometimes when he's younger. And I think there is this energy that kind of came back to him as he was older. And he wishes he would have just slowed down and learned his lessons sometimes. I'm getting this laughing, like he's laughing. Like it's kind of funny. It's like, yeah, I wish I would have learned for myself. I didn't hear him. It's kind of funny. I'm hearing this really big laugh voice in my head, but he's just like, I should have learned my own lesson. That's adorable. I like his energy. He's got a good laugh. I don't know if he had a good laugh, but in my head he does. So, okay. So guidance for your path from your uncle, please. John, what is it you would like to give Elizabeth guidance, please? All right, sweetheart. I love this card for you specifically. The Two of Clubs, the Two of Wands. So you know where you want to go, or hang on, let me say this again. I didn't say that the right way. When this is about, let's make a path. Let's make a plan. I'm trying to say path, not plan. Let's start focusing on the plan. Okay. It's one thing to have a dream, but a dream without a plan is just a wish. Okay. So what is the plan? All right. He's saying, let's really think about, where are you going? What is the next step? Where do you want to go? And the thing is there's nothing stopping you. Oh, I love that. My ears ringing so loudly. There's nothing stopping you. Oh my gosh, look what's at the bottom, sugar. Like the Eight of Swords is in reverse. So this is the path, the energy of what's coming in. So you're going to be getting out of your own way, right? Like the swords are falling away. Your excuses are falling away. The limiting beliefs are falling away. The stars are lining up, in other words. So what is it? Where is it you want to go? Here you are. Here's where you want to go. Just take one step in that direction. You don't have to go from here to here overnight. Just one step. What is the one step that'll get you in the right direction, where you want to go? He's saying, now's the time. It's time. It's time. Whatever the dream is that you haven't chased, it's time. Like now is the time. Don't wait. You know what? I do mean this sincerely, Beth. By the way, Beth is one of my clients and I love her to death. She's adorable. This is a really good time for you. I'm telling you, I'm feeling it in my bones. Like there's just this energy of like, let's begin. I don't know. I can't explain it, but there goes my ear ringing. So he's saying, yeah, let's begin. This is a good time to start something new. Okay. All right. Message to you directly from your uncle. All right. Uncle John Marnix, uncle to Elizabeth Hankins, who passed on January 28th, 2021 at the age of 60. John Marnix, uncle to Elizabeth Hankins, who passed on January 28th, 2021. Girl, he don't make me shuffle. He's like, here it comes. I told you I love him so much. I know it's hard to read backwards, but it says, I have a new understanding. I have a new understanding. So I get this energy with him that he went to the school of hard knocks, right? Like he had to learn things kind of the hard way. He didn't want to take anybody's life advice. He had to learn it the hard way. So I love this energy from him very much. He reminds me of my dad. This kind of cute energy, good kind of fun energy. Ironically, he says, I understand life so much better now that I'm not physically alive. Of course, my soul, like yours and everyone else's, is very much alive. And in fact, I've learned that nothing can harm our souls because they are God's handiwork. Oh, sure, our emotions and our psyches can get wounded, but those are still a part of the human ego. So they can be healed with the right understanding. Basically, I have learned to have complete compassion for myself, for everyone, and for the process of life. I love that, Elizabeth. He says he has learned complete compassion for himself. Because I think kind of that's the energy I get here. Like he didn't have grace and compassion for himself the way he should have, with this King of Cups. He didn't pour in himself the way that I feel like he was very generous and loving with others, but I don't think that he gave himself the way he should have. He didn't. All right. There's just this energy of he worried and he loved so much, but he didn't worry about himself the way he should have, and now he's like, I see, I should have loved myself. I should have had compassion for myself. I wasted so much time judging myself and judging others that I held myself back because of my own insecurities, and that had no foundation. Now I see there's nothing to fear at all because nothing bad can ever happen to you at a soul level. So please learn from my experience and live your life with gusto and joy. Damn right, girl. Let's time to get out there and make it happen. So the big message is, he says, love yourself. And you know what? Life is short. Go live it. All right, Elizabeth, I love you, baby girl. I will talk to you soon. I'm so glad you were here with me tonight. So let's see who is here while I'm wetting the whistle. Hello to everybody who has joined us. Okay, let's see where we are at. Oh, Roxanne, I love you, sugar. Virgo here, you're totally right. Okay, Tim. Oh, Tim. I'm so happy you're here with me. I just realized you're here. That's my team, man. Okay, so we're going to be doing Grandma Stella. Absolutely. I'm so happy. Elizabeth, you are awake. You are so welcome. Welcome to the table, Emma. I am so happy to have you here. Let's do Tim, and you are up next, okay? All right, Tim, let's begin. Tim, oh, hang on. I got to close. We thank you, Uncle John Marnix, uncle to Elizabeth, and we now close this container with you, and we thank you for being here. Amen. All right. If it is for free will to do so, we invite to the table Stella Hain, grandma to Tim, my T-man in Canada. She passed on June 20th, 2009 at the age of 100. I love me some grandmas who make it like, listen, my grandmas lived to be that old. So I love me some centurions. They have so much wisdom. Gosh. All right, Tim, there is a very interesting energy that just popped into the room. She is coming across my eyes. Most people don't come across my eyes. Most people come across either my chest, my shoulders, my cheeks, my nose. I'm getting this very unusual feeling in my eyes. I don't know if she had anything wrong, like specifically with her eyes, but it almost feels like somebody's pulling like a shade up and down over my eyes. It's unusual. I could tell it's her though, because it's not I've never felt this presence before. So if it's not her, somebody's messing with us. I feel pretty confident, Tim, because I know you. I'm feeling good. It's you. Or her, I should say. I'm feeling good. It's her. So, Grandma Stella Hain, we are so grateful for you to be here. All right, Grandma, tell us, give us a card, please, Grandma Stella. A card represent you, please. Grandma Stella Hain. Grandma to Tim. Oh, she has a lot to say. Oh, my ears are ringing. Yes, ma'am. Let's put this where y'all can see that. We have the Eight of Swords and the King of Wands. It says the King of Clubs there. Next time I'll have to remember that to turn this around so we can see that better. I did not realize that was going to be in mirror, but that's okay. A card to represent her. So first of all, the King of Clubs in reverse seems to be the card of the night. This is the third person to pull this card. What I love about this card is she straight up is saying, I have learned a lot of lessons. You know, obviously in her 100 years, she learned a lot, but it's funny. She's saying she's learned more since she's passed than she ever could have imagined possible. She had no idea what she didn't know. And now that she is there, she is like, holy cow, I really missed out on a lot of living. I feel like your grandma lived a lot, but one of the interesting things she's saying is she's like, I actually could have lived more and I didn't realize it. It's interesting. She passed in 2020. I'm sorry, wrong year here, 2009. So that means she was born in 1909. So I'm sure her opportunities were not what mine were by any means. I'm sure she did not have the opportunities as modern women had. And I think that's an interesting energy because that's what she's saying. My ears are ringing. She's like, damn right. She's saying, I kind of wish, and she's like, this is very interesting energy. She's like, I kind of wish I could have been born at a different time. Just I could have showed you who I could have been. She is somebody who I think wished she could have fully expressed all her opportunities that she wanted to come through. All right, Grandma Stella, it's like she was really proud to watch the world change. And it's interesting, even if she didn't express it, there was a lot of things, a lot of these changes that were exciting to her. Okay. A lot of things were very interesting. She was very interested in, even if she didn't get to participate. That's what she's saying. Even if she held herself back, I think some of the things scared her, but just the same, just because she was afraid doesn't mean they weren't interesting. And she says, looking back on it, she wishes maybe she had King of Wands in reverse. Maybe wishes she had jumped in a little bit more. She hadn't been on the sidelines quite so much because life was very interesting during her time. So the next message for you is, how is she doing? Grandma Stella. Grandma says, my favorite Tim in Canada. You should feel this energy, Tim. She is giving me. She did have eye issues. Okay. So, how you doing, Grandma Stella? How you doing? There she is. I love this so much for you, Tim. The Fool. She is freaking amazing, Tim. She's freaking amazing. The Fool. This is that energy of healed. First of all, this is Aquarius. So this is that beautiful healed energy. This is also that energy of being able to just be anywhere and everywhere all the time. This is the energy of technology. Remember when I said she was really amazed about all the things that happened in her lifetime. Some of them scared her a little bit, but that didn't mean it wasn't wondrous. That's an interesting card that she would pull and go on to the next card to be the Fool, which is the card of technology and like computers and just like really all the modern life. She's like, I think it's so cool. Like, since I've passed, have you seen what all you've done? And so one of the messages for you for sure is how she's doing on the other side. She's great. She's clean. She's fresh. She's new. She's like, this is the Fool. This is that beautiful, glowing, healthy, like fresh start energy, and I love that energy also because she's very expansive and she looks down on us and she's like, look at all these cool things you get to learn that I didn't have the chance to learn, and please don't miss your opportunity, because the thing about the fool wants to learn and learn and learn. The Fool wants to have all of the wisdom of the universe, and that's kind of the thing where she is. She does, Tim. She knows it all. She sees it all. She has it all, and she loves it. She really, really loves it. She's no longer unfettered because of her fears. She gets to have all the wisdom and have all the questions that she has answered. And she gets to not be held back. She gets to learn and grow and expand. And that's beautiful. I love her energy. She's spunky. I like that. All right, she was a lesson that she would like to share. What is a lesson, Grandma Stella? What is a lesson from your lifetime here on this earth? The energy around my third eye and eyes is so heavy, Tim. It feels like almost like I have like weight on my eyes. Like it's just really heavy. Oh, beautiful. So this is from her lifetime, the Three of Swords. This is in reverse. So the Three of Swords is the card of heartbreak and loss and pain. But when we're in reverse, as you can see, the swords are now falling away. And so she's saying, whoo, she's got heavy energy. She's saying she wishes she hadn't wasted so much time worrying. She's saying she wished she had spent more time. She loved. That's the thing. She loved huge. She was this. She had this energy is so unique. I've never felt anybody's energy like this. She loved so big. She loved so big, but that's the problem. Her greatest weakness was also her greatest strength. She loved so much, but that was also a problem. She worried because she loved so much. She worried about everything and everybody. Things that weren't even her burden to bear, she worried. And she's saying, my lesson is I wish I hadn't been so worried because at the end of the day, I couldn't have done anything about a lot of the stuff I worried about anyway. I just saw the rocking chair, which is always my analogy, but it's exactly why I see it probably. Um, worrying is just a rocking chair. You just sitting there rocking. Where are you going? You're going nowhere. You're working yourself to death, but you're going nowhere. You got to quit rocking. You're going nowhere. You just sit still and enjoy the view, And that's what she's saying. She wishes she sat still some and had enjoyed the view. So a lesson for you, or a message for you. I'm sorry, lesson. Hang on, I'm getting ahead of myself here. Let's try that again. Guidance. Guidance for you, Tim, from your Grandma Stella. Grandma Stella, what would you most like to say to Tim? Woo! This energy, Tim, is unreal. I've never felt anybody come across my eyes this way. I love this card for you so much because, Tim, to me, this is you. This is the King of Cups. First of all, to me, this is her kind of acknowledging it's you here. To me, this is her saying, oh, my ears are ringing. Your love for her, it's like she's really feeling it, and she loves that you're here. She loves that you asked her to join you at the table. She loves that you made a point, like you're putting her on the internet. Like, speaking of technology, dang, like that just got so loud in my ear. She's like, speaking of technology, you're making me internet famous, like you put me on the internet, and that's so cool. So she's just like, the guidance for you, Tim, is keep being you, baby. You're doing a great job. King of Cups. This is, the King of Hearts. This is keep following your heart. Keep loving what you love. Don't be afraid to tell people you love them. Don't be afraid to show people you love them. You don't have to. You may not get everything you want, but that doesn't mean you can't. Shouldn't stop you from telling people and expressing your love to them and showing your love every chance you get. Okay. And she loves that you brought her here. Like she's just like keeps like I get this big grin in my face. She's like, I love that I'm on the internet. This is so cute. All right. Message directly to you from her. All right, Grandma Stella Hain. Grandma to Tim, my favorite Tim in Canada, who passed. Grandma Stella passed on June 20th, 2009 at age 100. What message do you have for your grandson, Tim? This is so sweet. Oh, yeah, let's find this baby. Here we go. Nope, one more. There we go. Which is funny because I bet you would not expect this message, Tim. It says, I am sorry. Please forgive me. It says, now that I'm over here, I've had a chance to review my life and I understand how my actions affected you. And I need to apologize so that both of our souls can move forward. You see, if either one of us is hanging on to guilt or resentment, it stalls our personal growth. So this is very interesting. I don't know your story, nor do I need to know, but she is literally saying, however, whatever energy that she may have caused pain to anybody, not just to you, but any member of your family, really, because I always feel like these messages are kind of important to share. And my ears ringing, so probably that's very true for you. She's saying, we want to make sure we let go of guilt and resentment. Okay. So please know that at every moment I was doing the very best that I could. I will now finally admit to you how frightened I was, which I mean, 100% how frightened she was. The Eight of Swords is in reverse. The King of Clubs is in reverse, 100%. I will finally admit how frightened I was. I made an effort to appear strong, but underneath, I was scared of everything, including life. I covered up my fears by closing my heart to feeling emotions. And I know sometimes that hurt the people I loved. I promise that now I've learned from that error, but I've also had to forgive and have compassion for myself. So I ask you, forgive me and love me too. She worried a lot. And so I'm going to be honest, Tim, I'm so glad you said that because I feel like that's what this was about. I find very often, especially with grandmas, I don't know if she was Italian, but I find very often like ethnic grandmas, like little Italian grandmas or French Canadian grandmothers or the sweet little grandmas, they worry so much and then they apologize about it after because they're like, I spent so much time worrying. I didn't tell you how much I loved you. I was always fussing at you and worrying over you. You didn't see that was me loving you. And she's like, I'm sorry if you thought I fussed too much. I was just worrying. So, but she sure did love you. And I love that she's giving you her hands and asking you to reach out and hold hers because she loves you so much. So, Tim, thank you so much for being here. And now we thank you, Grandma Stella Hain, for being here. We close and we collapse this sacred container between you and us, and amen. All right. Let me take a sip and see who is up next. Emma Berry, you are going to be very next. Let's see what we got down here. All right. So, Emma, you are next. Oh, Emma. Oh, honey. I'm so sorry. We're going to be talking to your husband. All right. Let's begin. Okay. Angels, ancestors, guardians, and guides of Emma Berry. We welcome to the table if it is his free will to do so. Scott Berry, husband to Emma Berry. Okay, I got to tell you, it is deep, deep, deep in my heart, like right under my rib cage. The energy coming in very quick and hot. It's really hot. Scott Berry, husband to Emma Berry, passed on March 19th, 2022 at age 68. Scott Berry, we are very grateful. There is a very almost burning energy just under my heart coming in right now. And I'm almost positive this has got to be him because in general, when people come in live, it's not the same as if I was recording this for you. I'd probably feel it on my shoulders or my cheeks. I've discovered now when I'm doing these live with y'all that the people come in very strong. They want you to know they're here. And so just so you know, there is this, it's not a pain, but it's warm. It's very warm, kind of a burning feeling right here under my chest. Okay, Scott Berry, we are so thankful for you being here for us and for your wife, Emma. Scott, can you please give us a card to represent you? What is a card to represent you? Please, Scott Berry, husband to Emma. Oh, this is sweet. Now, you didn't say what his birthday was, and so I'm just going to call out signs that I see. So this doesn't necessarily have to be his sign, but if it is one of his signs, this is kind of confirmation for you, okay, Emma? The first thing we have is the Wheel of Fortune, which is Sagittarius and Pisces. This is also planet Jupiter. This is this beautiful energy of just kind of this lucky person, this person who always seemed to be at the right place at the right time, this person who kind of also, it doesn't necessarily have to be the lucky person. This is also can be the person when we talk about Jupiter, expansive. So this is somebody who kind of energy was big. It didn't feel like this was somebody who kind of felt like when he was with people he loved, it doesn't necessarily have to be the center of the attention, but definitely when he was with people he loved, kind of expansive, kind of big, kind of made you feel loved. We have the Three of Cups and the Nine of Coins, both showing up here. He had a lot to say, all in reverse. With Three of Cups and the Nine of Coins, this is somebody who I feel like the message to me is kind of coming across that he's saying he feels like he went too soon. He feels like he was right at the point of really, it was just, let me say this is the human Scott speaking. It's not the that's got the, that's on the other side. He's kind of saying like on a human and in his lifetime, he feels like right before he left, maybe it was, he's like everything was going like things felt like his death almost felt like I don't know if it was sudden, but it was almost like it was like it seemed like everything should have been going right. Why did it just suddenly, like, I don't know if it was sudden. I don't know if it was sudden. It's just like he he felt like he was happy with life. Let me just say this. He liked his life. Things felt good. Like to him, things were going good. And this is an interesting thing about his death. I don't know if it was sudden or he just wasn't ready for it, or I don't know. I don't think anybody's ever really ready for it though. It was sudden. Okay, okay, that makes sense because the 9 of coins. He's like, why am I here? That's like I didn't want this. Okay, okay. Thank you for clarifying that. He's saying I didn't want this. Okay, that's definitely the energy. I thought I was going to go on. That's what the Wheel of Fortune means. I thought that I was going to continue to expand on, and it didn't. 9 of coins is in reverse. Okay, thank you, Emma. Okay, so the next, oh, there is a very unique energy he has given me. Okay, how he is doing on the other side. Scott, sweetheart, how are you doing on the other side? Emma needs to know how you're doing. I love this. This could not be a better card if we tried. The Four of Swords. He's healed. I know it's hard to see, and honestly, it feels a little gruesome to even have this card, given what we're talking about. Okay, I kind of, I'm sorry in advance if there's any kind of ill feelings when you see this card. I do apologize. You will notice though that there's somebody who has passed here. Okay, they're laying at the funeral. You see the swords laying over their head. What that means is that they are no longer having to carry these earthly worries. Like they're healed, like they're fully healed. And so that's what he's saying. He goes, I no longer have these mental, physical, spiritual, emotional worries. I'm healed. I'm full. I'm whole. Not that you're not whole here on this earth, but we have the ego. And he said, no, I'm good. He says, I'm honestly, I'm at peace. This is a beautiful energy of being at peace, at rest. Just not non-stressed, and I really like that card a lot in this position. What is a lesson from his life that he wants to share with you? That is so fast, and I love this card specifically. The Chariot. This is Cancer coming through. The Chariot is the path. Okay, this is the journey, and so he really. I love that. Let me just get it clarifying, just to make sure I'm saying this right. But what I just heard is he says, "I loved the journey with you." Oh, Emma, I'm so happy he suffered a long time. She said so. Yeah, he's not hurting anymore. He's not hurting anymore. He loved the journey with you. That's what this is saying. The lesson he wants to share. Clarify why the Chariot is here. Clarify what the Chariot is here. 5 of Swords, Queen of Cups. There you are, honey. Yeah, the Queen of Cups. He loved the journey with you. He says, it wasn't always easy. We went through a lot. We went through a lot of fire together. We had to fight battles together and independently. But I loved my life with you. That is such a beautiful card. Oh, this is the Queen of Hearts. Okay, so you were the Queen of his heart. And that's beautiful. He really loved his life with you. I love that. Beautiful energy. Beautiful energy. Okay. So the next card is guidance for you for your path. What guidance do you have? Boy, he is fast, and he does not give just one card. He has a lot to say. I don't know if he was an air sign, but he has a lot to say. We have the Knight of Swords. We have the Star in reverse, the 5 of Cups, the 6 of Swords. Okay. It feels like you may have been kind of fighting some change recently. It feels like there may have been an opportunity that you may have had a chance to either move forward. Aquarius. Here's an air sign. I love that. Okay. Well, he's a talker for sure, or at least a thinker, at very least a thinker. That's funny. There he is. Here he is. There's the star, Aquarius. There he is, right there. He's like, yeah, here I am. But the message for you is, it feels like you may have been fighting a little bit of change here, okay? Because we have the Knight of Swords and the Star in reverse, okay? And he's saying it feels like there may be something that some change, an opportunity, something coming in for you that you're kind of resistant to, fighting it off a little bit. What you don't see is this is a really good thing for you. It's actually very healing for you. And it's almost like the reason why you don't want to go towards this change or towards this expansive moment or towards this healing thing. I'm not sure what the star specifically is, but there's something about change, growth, healing, moving forward, something. The reason why he's saying is that you're holding on to the past, okay, the Five of Cups. And he's saying, sweetheart, I know you want to, but it's time to let go. Okay, the Six of Swords. It's time to let go. I know you've been fighting, holding on. I know you've been fighting, not wanting to let go of the past, but it's time. That's what this means. The Six of Swords, it means it's time to move forward. It's time to expand. And what I really love is that he's Aquarius and he shows up as literally the change that you're resisting. He's saying, sweetie, don't you see I'm right here on the other side of this? I'm right on the other side of this. In fact, I kind of feel like he's guiding you towards, yeah, he's pulling you towards it. He's pulling you towards it. So it feels like there's some type of either change or healing or movement forward. Or let me just say this, if there isn't, it is immediately on the horizon. It is immediately on the horizon. It's incoming, okay? If that hasn't already happened, it will. And if it's something that you resist, if it's something you're scared of, it's something you don't want to let go of, it's something you're not ready for, he's saying, don't be afraid. I'm right beside you. I'm right here. I haven't gone anywhere. Knight of Swords. I'm still right here. And I mean, look at all these swords. My goodness. I haven't left you. Even though physically I'm still here. And I love you. And don't be afraid to let go because what's on the other side might be worth it. Okay. Whew. This energy. He is interesting. I love this energy. Okay. Hi, Lexi. Okay. Message for you. Here we go. I love his energy. He's giving me this very, what's the word? It's almost self-satisfied. It's this like cat who ate the canary feeling. Like I finally got to tell you this thing. Oh, he didn't even let me finish shuffling. He's like, here it is. So it came straight out. It says, I told you, what did I just say to you? I literally said to you 1 second ago, I just said, he hasn't left. He's standing right beside you. Remember when I just said that? Well, he needed to drive the point home. I am standing right next to you. I'm standing right next to you. So it feels like there's some kind of thing. If it hasn't happened yet, it's about to. You're going to be a little resistant if that hasn't already happened, or you are resistant. Something you don't want to change, something you don't want to let go of, something you're not ready to move forward towards. And he says, please don't be afraid because I'm the one who's instigating this. It's me who's instigating this change. I'm standing right next to you, okay? As you're reading these words, so am I. Because I am right beside you at this very moment. I do respect your privacy and your free will choices very much. If you would like me to give you some space, just say the word and I will retreat. But for as long as my presence comforts you, I will stay nearby. Time is very different where I am now. I'm no longer in a hurry. So, hang on. Whoops, I turned too many pages. Sorry about that. Okay, it says, time is very different where I am now, so I'm no longer in a hurry, nor do I need to multitask. I love when you talk to me, and I hope you trust the answers that I send to you through your feelings, through your intuition, thoughts, and dreams. Our relationship can become even closer now because my old ego and defenses are no longer strong as they used to be. I have finally opened my heart fully, and now I can love you as you deserve to be loved. Oh my goodness, Emma. This is, one thing I really want to point out, and this is one of the most important things, is that he came to you not only as himself, as Aquarius, the star, but in the same exact reading or same position, he also brought the Knight of Swords, the knight on the white horse who comes in to save you. And so He's trying to say, sweetheart, whatever the challenge is, whatever the fear is that you may have, whatever the opportunity that may be coming, if it hasn't already come, and you may not want to change, you may resist it. He said, what if you surrender the fear? What if you surrender the resistance and instead see it as, I gave this to you. I'm bringing this to you. This is my gift. Please receive it. Okay? Emma, I am so glad you were here with me. Thank you so much for sharing your night with me. Lots of love to you. And I just wish I could reach my arms through the screen and hug you, because I know the next few weeks are not going to be easy. And so just so much love to you. Lots of love to you. Thank you so much. All right. We are so grateful for you being here with us, Scott. Thank you for being here tonight with us and with your wife, Emma Scott Berry. Thank you. In the name of the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit, we now close the sacred container between us and Scott Berry. Amen. All right. Maria, it is you, sweet baby. Let me take a sip of wine. I might have my darling bartender here top us off. For those of you who are just joining tonight, we're calling it Sips and Spirits. The reason why, I don't really, y'all, for the record, your girl here does not drink often. This is about as much as you ever see me drink. But it's Friday night. Aren't we supposed to be like in a bar and a club? So we got the $3 or $2 chuck. I don't even know. It's Aldi. Who knows? It's not expensive. Winking out. So let's get a sip, y'all, and take a quick break. And let me read some comments here. Emma, you are so welcome, honey. Maria, oh, your father-in-law. Okay. Oh, Maria, I did not know your father-in-law passed, sweetheart. Much love to you, baby girl. All right, we're going to jump right into this here in just a minute. Nice to meet you, Delia. Welcome to the table. And Lexi, hi, baby girl. All right. Oh, Emma, you're welcome. I just sat down to it gives you peace. I am so glad you were here. My love to you. Cheers. Cheers to your husband. Much love to him. Mr. Summers, when you have an opportunity to have a top off. Thank you, thank you, thank you. All right, Maria, what time are we at? Oh my gosh, it's already been an hour. All right, so we're going to go 30 more minutes, y'all. I don't want to go over 90 minutes. I feel like I'm going to lose your attention at that point. But we got 30 more minutes, so probably about 2 or 3 more we can go, okay? Maria Garcia, you are up first, baby girl. Let's begin. Angels, ancestors, guardians, and guides of Maria Garcia. We welcome to the table, if it is his free will to do so, Conrad Guzman, father-in-law of Maria Garcia, who has just recently passed over. February 17th, my ears are getting very clogged up, like almost to the point that I can't hear myself speak. Maria, I don't know what that's about. February 17th of this year, 2023, age 53. Holy cow. Okay, sorry. As somebody who is not much younger than that, that's far too young. Excuse me for just a moment, internet. Let me get the tears out of my eyes. That is far too. Maria, I'm so sorry, honey. Much love to you. Much love to your family, your husband. I am so sorry. There is an interesting energy moving through me, and so we're going to give me just 1 second. Hang on, let me double check. We brought the pendulum. I just want to double check because he just passed. I want to make sure this is Conrad coming through. Let me show y'all, introduce you to my pendulum. Show us yes, please. So you see it goes in a circle. I don't know if y'all can see it, but that is going in a circle. Show me no, please. And immediately it shifts straight into a back and forth for a no, okay? So the energy that I'm feeling coming across me is this Conrad Guzman, father-in-law to Maria Garcia, who passed on February 17th, 2023. Y'all see that big circle? All right, it is him. Okay, Maria, he is here. Okay, Conrad. Oh my gosh, we are so grateful for you. Honey, it is in my ears, Maria. It is very strong in my ears. I don't know what this is. It is very, very strong. It's almost like I don't know if he had any hearing problems or I don't know. It's almost like cotton in my ears. It's very loud. Okay. Conrad Guzman, father-in-law to Maria Garcia, February 17th, 2023, husband has age 53. First of all, card to represent you, please, Conrad. Thank you so much. Love that. Card, 9 of Cups. Whoop, I just took my necklace off, y'all, on live television. Y'all want to see a fun magic trick? I think this is fun that he did this, Maria, because um, this is the card of really protecting your energy. I'm sorry, not card. Stone. This is black obsidian. This is the energy of black of protecting your own energy. This card is kind of similar. I love this card for him. The Nine of Cups. This is really focusing on living your dream, on boundaries, and by boundaries I mean like being dedicated boundaries to yourself. I don't necessarily mean boundaries with other people as much as having strict um, boundaries for yourself. Like I have plans, I have goals, I have dreams, and I don't know if I'm ever going to accomplish them, but I know I want to. And I know that I am going to focus on it. Even if I don't get there, I'm going to try to make my life as good as possible and to do the best I can. And so, what I really love about this, with this, it's kind of interesting, these two things happening all at the same time. This is that energy of being strong and protecting the people he loves, because this is the energy of protection. But this is also the energy of he loved the people he loved. He felt the need to protect the people he loved, but also um, he wanted to live life on his own terms. He wanted to live the way he wanted to live, and he wanted to go after what he wanted to go after. And he wanted to have, and even if he never got it, it didn't matter. He still chose to live life on his own terms. And I love that. This is beautiful energy. Like I also said to someone earlier, he comes in as the nine, okay? The Nine of Cups. Cups is the card of heart, right? Of love. And so this is somebody who loved big, but also nine. If he had any generational curses, they either ended with him, like he broke them, or they will end with him. They won't carry forward past him. Okay. Maybe he had to suffer through them, but they will be broken on him. They will not carry forward to the next generation. So I love that card showing up for him. So the next card we have is Conrad Guzman. How are you doing on the other side? He is fast, which is unusual for him to have just passed over. They don't usually come in this fast. Look how gorgeous this is. He is, because he is just passed over, he is still kind of in that new energy. He's in what we call I call it school. If you don't know, when you pass over, time is not the same. Okay. Your day is not their day. Our day could be like 10 years, 20 years, it could be years over there. It could be months, could be, it's nothing compared to time. Time is just a man-made thing, right? Their time is a lot different than ours. And so when you first go over, your ego has to have a life review, and it has to see all the lessons. And honestly, one of the more interesting things is when you pass over, the lessons that you're experiencing aren't necessarily through your eyes. What you're seeing is the choices that you made, how they impacted everybody else. When you cross over to the other side, very often what you experience is what the good impact you had on people and the bad impact that you had on people. And that's where he's at, because this is a very much a moment where you stand alone, you look at your life, and you learn. You allow your ego to learn the lessons it needs to. And it's very important. It's a very, very important time, because it's kind of taking account and accountability and responsibility, so that we can go into this next lifetime ready, And so that's where he's at. And that's exactly what the hermit is. This is standing alone and gaining, he's standing there in the dark, and he's got that lantern in the dark while he's gaining that wisdom. And that's what this is. He's really that beautiful life review point where he's learning all these beautiful lessons. And I'm just so excited that he came back so fast, because his energy is strong. He comes through very quick. I think he was ready for you. He was like waiting all day almost, because I get this kind of giggle in my ear, and it's almost like a little kid energy. He's very young energy coming through. I don't know if it comes across almost as like a big kid energy. In my head, I'm hearing like almost like a child or a teenager energy coming through, kind of a young teenager, 13, 14, maybe even. And he's just like, I was waiting for you all day kind of energy. I love that. Okay, so what is a lesson from his life that he wants to share with you? What is a lesson that you want to share with your family that you learned from your previous lifetime, please? Speaking of the ego, there is the sun. There is Leo. I don't know if he was a Leo, but he could have been a Leo, could have been a Virgo, so that's kind of fun. But Conrad here is saying, I had a lot of love. I had a lot of success in life, the way I define success. In fact, I just noticed what was at the bottom of the deck, the Four of Coins. This is somebody who focused on he probably worked hard. But this is also somebody who, um, I don't want to say money was important, but like it mattered. Like he understood the value of a dollar. Okay. But this is also somebody whose ego sometimes got the better of him. Okay. And that's the message. He says sometimes, especially with this Nine of Cups in here, the Nine of Cups sometimes can come across as egotistical. Okay. And so with the sun coming with it, he's saying, look, it's not that I didn't love, and it's not that I was a bad person at all. I'm just human. We all put ourselves first. And he says, so the lesson I wish I had learned was I wish I could have understood the difference between my ego and my intuition. He said, sometimes I thought that I was, yeah, my ears ring so loud. The hermit is sitting right over the sun. Sometimes I thought that when I was trusting the path that I was following, when I was making choices, when I was taking my family down the path that I thought I was leading them on, that that and he thought that was my intuition. I thought I was being guided. I was trusting my intuition. He goes, I just saw the most interesting little spark just go off. That was wild. I just saw like literally a spark, like a flat, like a firework right there. That was wild. Um, but he says I very often thought that I was trusting my intuition, but I realize now it wasn't. It was my ego. He said I didn't learn in life the difference very well between my intuition and ego, and so very often my ego got in the way. And he goes, "I'm sorry." He goes, "I didn't mean for that to happen. I'm sorry." I love that. He's at this point where he's really in the life review, and I just heard the Ho'oponopono. I don't know if you know what that is. That is the Hawaiian prayer of forgiveness. It's I love you. I'm sorry. Please forgive me. Thank you. And that's what he's saying. I love you. I'm sorry. Please forgive me. Thank you. He's in that lesson, that life review energy. Okay. So, guidance for you, for your life. What guidance do you have for Maria and for the rest of your family who are getting this message? How much do we love this message right here at the Page of Coins? He's saying, listen, it's fine to go after. It's fine to go after money. It's fine to chase your dreams, but don't forget from where you come from. Okay, don't forget the people who love you, and also stay grounded. This is a very important message. Stay grounded. There's nothing wrong with having dreams. There's nothing wrong with wanting what you want. There's nothing wrong with being who you are. But don't forget from where you came from, because there were a lot of lessons that you need to learn, and don't ever get so big that you forget who you are. Um, that's kind of what we mean by I think people get that lesson confused. He's kind of being very loud in my ear right now. He's saying no, you're saying it wrong. He's saying don't when we say don't forget where you came from, we don't mean the place. We don't mean like the physical place from which you came from. What he means is don't forget who you are. Don't forget who you are. When you get to a level of success, when you finally get to chase those dreams and you win and you succeed, don't forget to stay true to yourself. Okay. Remember who you are. All right. All right. A message to you from him. Conrad Guzman, message to Maria Garcia and your family, please. Conrad Guzman, father-in-law to Maria, February 17th, 2023, who's just recently passed at the very young age of 53. Message for Maria and your family. What would you most like to say to them? Okay. Let me just, 1 second. Let me clarify something. Please clarify. Thank you. Yeah. Okay. So the reason I asked this is because Maria, this message is probably for you specifically, but also I kind of feel like this is for the whole family. He the message here, let me start with the tarot before we get into the direct message. Direct message, the tarot, I'm sorry, it says the King of Coins, okay, the King of Pentacles, the King of the family, okay? And so for those of you who are in your family, Maria, who watch this, whoever you show this video to, and you will try, and I trust that you will know who this is, and if you need any guidance, just seriously, sweetheart, send me a message. We'll just pendulum really quick and say, hey, should I share the message with XYZ? And I'll tell you yes or no, okay? But whoever you share this message with, trust your gut. Please trust your gut, all right? Really get into alignment with your higher self before you know where you want to share this message with. But the people who watch this video that you share this with, his family members, okay? He is really making this point. King of Coins, he is saying we are soulmates. So whoever you share this with, he's really wanting y'all to know that you are part of his soul family. That this was not just an accident that you showed up together, that you will go through many, many more lifetimes together. You will see each other on the other side, and you will have, just because he's gone in this lifetime, he's not gone forever, and you will have many, many, many more experiences with him. And the thing is because you are soulmates, he has a connection to you that's different than most. He's able to guide you. He's able to lead you in a way that other people can't. Okay. So share with your family, and Maria, you too. There's a reason you're his daughter-in-law. Like, you weren't even born into this family, Maria. You chose this family, and he chose you at a soul level. And he really wants to confirm that to you, that he loves you. Okay. And that, oh, and I just saw, okay, so these are the plumeria flowers, and you see this is the ocean. These are flowers that grow wild in the tropics. I used to actually live in the tropics, and I recognize this very quickly. It's one of my very favorite flowers. So I love that your father-in-law brings this beautiful flower that smells, literally, in my opinion, like heaven. So we are soulmates. It was no accident that our lives intersected, as we are from the same soul group with symbiotic life purposes. We were brought together in our earth life to help each other grow, learn, and love. Sometimes that meant painful situations that tested our patience and our ability to forgive each other. I sincerely apologize for any pain I inflicted upon you. At each moment, I was doing the very best that I could. At times, I fell short of my potential. I hope that you will release any anger that you are holding towards me for your own sake, not for mine. Again, release any anger, negative energy, anything you feel for your sake. He's saying that has nothing to do with me. That's for you. Okay. Because I hope that in some way that I can help you grow and learn. And I can promise you, because you are a part of his soul family, that's kind of the mission and purpose of y'all being together. The reason you're part of his soul family is to help you grow and learn. Okay. Maria, honey, baby girl, I love you. I love you so much. I'm so sorry you're going through this. Much love to your family. And I'm so grateful. Conrad, thank you for coming through so quickly. Your messages were so fast. And me, Maria, and your family, we thank you so much. We now, in the name of the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit, close the sacred container between me and Conrad Guzman. And in the name of the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit is closed. Amen. All right. Let's take a cheer. Cheers to Conrad and Maria's family. Much love to you all. Maria, I love you, baby. All right. So let's catch up on this and let's see where we are going. Delia, you are next, sweetheart. Okay. So James Joven. All right. We will hop on here in just one moment. And Lexi, you will be next. And looking at the time, probably Lexi is going to be last. So unless we get one more reading, if one more person pops on, I'll go ahead and do one more reading, okay? But if not, Lexi, Morgan, you are last, sweetheart, okay? So let's begin. I'm so glad I got to talk to so many of y'all tonight. Y'all don't even know. I could do this all night. If I knew that you were all going to be here all night, I would be here all night with you. I promise I would. All right, here we go. Delia, I'm already feeling the energy. I'm barely even like checked in, and James is already pushing through. He is loud. Whew. Okay, hang on. Oh, he's tickling my body. Like I'm literally tingling head to toe right now. Whew. I'm guessing it's because he has the same first name as my son, so I'm very connected to this. So here we go. Boy, he is loud. All right, angels, ancestors, guardians, and guides. Hang on just one second. It just says M. Okay, of Delia M. Angels, ancestors, guardians, and guides of Delia M. We invite now to the table her friend, James Joven. He was born on November 10th, 1990. He passed at the age of 29, far too young. Oh my goodness, he is tingling me head to toe, Delia. May 17th, 2020, James Joven, friend to Delia, born November 10th, 1990, a Scorpio. Boy, do I love being a Scorpio. Died May 17th, 2020, at a very, very young age. 29, Delia, my heart goes to you. All right, James, baby, he's here. I don't have to question. He's here. My ears are ringing. He's like, come on. I feel like he can't wait to talk to you. Okay, he's very impatient. Okay. James, tell me, give me a card to represent you. Woo! He is like jumping here. Okay, look at this card. This is one of the more interesting cards in the tarot. Let me just kind of jump in close here. This is the Ten of Swords. You know, when people see this card, they see this person laying here. They see the energy of, you know, this person with all the swords in them. And they're like, oh my gosh, that's so terrible. The thing is that the number 10. The 10 is the number, well, the 10, let's begin again with the number 10 means. The 10 is the end of the cycle. The 10 literally means the end of one cycle, the beginning of something new. But let's break the 10 down even more than that. 1 plus 0. 1 plus 0 is 1, right? 1, us. Us standing there in our truth, in alignment with ourselves, really getting to understand our purpose, our mission. But then there's 0. What's 0? God is what 0 is. 0, I call 0 the God spark. God is the number 0. God is the beginning, the ending, the alpha, the omega, the energy of the universe, the creator. Okay. So when we talk about the number 10, and he's showing up as the number 10. Yes, winter is coming. Thank you, Jon Snow, for participating in our group chat here. The number 10 here, he's saying, honey, I'm standing here with God. Like I am standing here with God and I'm doing good. The 10 of Swords is, it's over. The worst is over. There's nothing worse, nothing bad can happen to me now. Like the worst is over. And I am finally on the other side. I'm standing with God. Like I am with the creator. I am with the alpha, the omega, the beginning, the ending. I see it all. I know it all. And I am healed. Okay. Nothing else can touch me. Nothing else can hurt me. Okay. That is what this energy is. So I love this energy coming through. He's trying to tell you, you know, this is supposed to be a card to represent him, but he is being very loud and telling you, baby girl, I'm with God. I'm good. Like, don't worry about me. So even though that is kind of not the question I asked him, let's ask the question that kind of he already answered. How you doing? How are you doing, James Joven? How you doing, sweetheart? Yeah, exactly. The 8 of Clubs, the 8 of Wands. You see that castle there? First of all, the thing about the 8 of Wands is this fast-moving energy. So this is that energy of he's trying to like get he's coming in quickly. Like he's like, I know I'm coming in quickly, but I have so much to say. Like he's just like this. He's good. He's there in that castle. He's the thing about the 8 of Swords, I'm sorry, the 8 of Wands, this is that energy of communication. Okay. And so he's trying to tell you, I'm communicating with you more than you realize. I'm around you way more than you know. I'm trying to talk to you. I'm trying to get your attention all the time, especially when you're home, especially when you feel relaxed and you're in your home environment and you're kind of got your guard down. At that point, that's when I'm trying the hardest to communicate with you. Okay. So he's definitely trying to make conversation or communication with you. All right. This is something that definitely is trying to come through, Delia. All right. So, lesson he wants to share from his life. Dang, he is so fast. I'm not kidding. This is the energy of fast movement. Did you see? I barely even shuffled and he already threw the card out. Not just one card, but two. Holy cow. All right, a lesson from his life. We have the High Priestess in reverse and the Nine of Clubs, the Nine of Wands in reverse. So let me kind of tell you what both of these cards mean independently before we tell you what the combination means, because I don't know if you read tarot. So let me kind of explain this to you. The Nine of Clubs, the Nine of Wands. This is really the card of the core wounds, okay? And when it's in reverse, this is somebody who kind of ran. This is somebody who kind of hid from his shadow. He really didn't necessarily want to. I mean, this is like he's like, yeah, I know what my faults were. I knew what I needed to deal with. I knew what my pains were and the things that I needed to focus on. But that doesn't necessarily mean I wanted to. Okay. Like I knew what my faults were, but that doesn't mean I wanted to deal with them. Okay. That's what the Nine of Clubs is, and the Nine of Wands, I should say. And then we have the High Priestess coming in. The High Priestess is Cancer. I have to think about that for a second. Cancer. For some reason, she is always the one I forget. The High Priestess, Cancer coming in. When this is in reverse, this is kind of being disconnected from our intuition. Okay. And so that's the thing. The message is he wishes he listened to his intuition more, and he wished he paid attention to. I don't want to. I heard warning signs in my head, and I don't know if that's the right answer because I kind of feel like that's being dramatic. It's funny that this is Cancer here, the moon. The moon has a tendency to be a bit dramatic, and so I don't know if I'm being just a little bit over the top when I say he feels like he hadn't missed the warning signs, but there's just this energy of he had the lesson he wants to share is he wishes he trusted his own intuition more. He wishes he had, because it almost feels like if he had listened, I don't know what caused his death, but it's almost like I'm almost getting this energy of like if he had trusted himself, maybe I don't know if it was an accident or if he went somewhere, if he was in the wrong place at the wrong time, but it's like almost like if he had trusted his intuition, that wouldn't have happened, is what he's saying. He's saying, or I don't know if it has anything to do with his death. Let me say this. I don't know if it has anything to do with his death. Let me clarify that, because the only reason why I'm saying that is because we do have Nine of Wands in reverse, and Nine of Wands can be the core wound, but it can also be the core cause of death, especially in reverse. So, Ace of Pentacles and the Fool. So yeah, this probably has something to do with around the cause of his death. I don't know if he died of natural causes or not, only because we have the Fool and the Ace of Coins. I'm not sure, both of these being in reverse. But there is this energy of I didn't listen to myself. The Fool, is in reverse. I wish I had, because I wish I trusted my gut. I wish I trusted myself. Because I might have had another chance. Ace of Coins is in reverse. Okay. So there's just this lesson he's saying he wishes, it's an interesting energy, but it's almost like his higher self was telling him to do something that he didn't do. And now he's like, I see that now. I see that now. I kind of ignored myself. I didn't. It's funny because I just heard him say, I would not have done that person. If somebody else had been in the same position, I would have told them, what are you doing? Listen to this, or take care of yourself, or pay attention to the signs or whatever. But he's like, but for some reason, for myself, I didn't. For some reason, for myself, the Fool, I was foolish, and Ace of Coins, I didn't listen. I didn't hear the opportunity I was being given. I didn't hear the advice I was being given. I didn't hear the wisdom I was being given. Okay. Ace of Coins is a new opportunity. Okay. And so it's almost like he missed this chance, and somehow he kind of regrets that. Well, let me say this. I don't think he regrets that. That's not, they don't have regret on the other side, but he is acknowledging that things could have been different if he had listened to himself, if he had listened to his higher self, if he had followed a different path. Okay. So, guidance for you. Okay. Guidance for you, Delia, for your path. I love that card. This is the Page of Clubs, the Page of Wands, which is me. This is the reason why I'm a fan of this card. Astrologically speaking, this is me. So the message that James is sending here is don't be afraid of the new paths that are showing up for you. Okay. He's saying it feels like there may have been an opportunity that's come up recently. Let me just clarify. Why is the Page of Wands here? Right. Knight of Clubs. Both. Right. The Page of Clubs, the Knight of Clubs. The Page of Wands, the Knight of Clubs. Exactly. It feels like there has been an opportunity, or if there has not been an opportunity, it is definitely incoming very soon, like days, in the next hours to days. Okay. There is an opportunity either coming in immediately or is now right in front of you that you're a little hesitant about. Okay. There's just, you're almost scared to take this path. And he's saying, hi, what are you afraid of? Because on the other side of your fear is everything you ever wanted. All right. Because that's what clubs are, the wands. It's everything you ever wanted. What are you afraid of? Are you really afraid of everything you ever wanted? Are you? Because if you're not afraid of it, then do not be afraid to chase your dreams. Okay. The Knight, go after it. Okay. Do not let anything stop you. Don't let anything get in your way. He's saying it feels like you almost are making excuses. Don't do that. Don't do that. Go for it, girl. Go for it. All right. Now, beautiful message to you from him. All right. Angels, ancestors, guardians, and guides of Delia M. We call upon James Joven. We are so grateful for him being here. Friend Delia. He was born on November 10th, 1990, passed on May 17th, 2020 at the young age of 29 years old. Message to Delia, please, from James. James, what would you most like to say to Delia? You know, it's so funny. We are really having an interesting night. This is not usual because if you go back and look at the previous one we've done before, this didn't happen last time. But I guess they're just they have a lot of the same repeating messages tonight, because here we are. We've had this message already, and there's only been like 3 or 4 people ahead of you. I have a new understanding, which let me say something. He was at age 29, at the time of his passing, he was in his return of Saturn. And return of Saturn is, it starts around age 28 to 29. It goes right into your age 30, 31. And usually 29 to 31 is when it is. And it's kind of this resetting, this kind of period where you're learning about yourself and your growth and things like that. And so it's interesting because I get the energy that this time period for him was kind of a big growth. His death almost to him was like, well, that was part of the lesson that I was learning, right? Like, and I know it doesn't seem like that to you. I definitely understand to you, Delia, it does not feel that way. But to him, he's like, you know, I know you can't see it this way, but it's interesting. But my death was almost the lesson that I had to learn. And that's what he's saying. I have a new understanding. Ironically, I understand life so much better now that I am not physically alive. Of course, my soul, just like yours and everyone else who is living, is very much alive. Our souls are alive. But in fact, I've learned that nothing can harm our souls because they are God's handiwork. I mean, yes, our emotions and our psyches, they can get wounded, but those are still a part of our human ego. My ear is ringing so loudly. He's saying, so, you know, our human ego, they can be healed with the right understanding. But basically, I have learned to have complete compassion for myself, for everybody else, for everyone who has lived and is coming and has been before and after and will be. I've learned to have compassion. And on top of that, I've learned to have compassion for the process of life. I have wasted so much of my own life judging other people and judging myself. And because of that, I allowed myself to hold myself back. I allowed my insecurities to hold me back. And those insecurities had no foundation. Now I can see that there is nothing to fear at all because nothing bad can ever happen to you at a soul level. So please learn from my experience. Live your life. Go out there and live your life with joy. Live your life with gusto. And so it's very interesting. It's like he's coming in very, very quickly. I will say this. But the biggest thing he's saying is, I wish I had learned to trust myself more. And now I realize I should have trusted myself, because I am just I'm divinely made. God had a plan for me, and I should have trusted it. And that's all it is. And he's saying, please trust your own life and your own path. And I love okay, let me just say this much. He's very insistent. He's very pushy. He's very like, I have this to say now. So I love this. James, thank you so much for being here with us tonight. James Jovin, in the name of the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit, I now close and collapse the sacred container, and it is closed. Amen. Thank you so much for being here with me, Delia. And it looks like, Danny, you are right. Everybody does love a Scorpio. Everybody loves a Scorpio. It is true. Let's have a cheer to our Scorpio, and to Delia, to James, and to every single one of you who have been here with me tonight. Thank y'all for being here. If you did not hear the message, I made an announcement on my Instagram stories. We are going to start doing this on once a month, and I'm going to start doing this on Fridays. We're going to alternate. So the next time we do this will be on, I'm sorry, not on, at noon. So at noon my time. The reason being is because I have a few customers who live in Europe, and right now in England it is like, it's either 3:30 or 2:30 in the morning. I'm not really sure what time it is there. It's like between 2:30 and 4:30. It's like approximately 6 hours ahead of me. But because of time change, I don't know. Is it 2:30? Is it 1:30? Is it 3:30? I don't know what time it is there. It's something around that time, 4:30. Heck, I don't know. But either way, in Europe, it is the middle of the night. And so I had customers ask me, please, 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 could you do this where we can join? And I was like, absolutely, absolutely. And in fact, if there's any other time zone besides Europe, like Asia or whatever, if y'all want to join in and I'm not available, please just tell me. I'll make it work. I don't care. I used to live in Asia, and one of the things that drove me crazy was I could never participate in stuff because my time zone was different. So do not let that be a problem. If you want to watch this live, let me know. I will be happy. So the next time we do this will be live at noon on a Friday. It'll be next month. It'll be in April. I couldn't tell you what day. I can tell you what day it will not be. It will not be Friday, April 28th, because your girl goes to see Taylor Swift the next day in Atlanta. And no, I will not be doing a live the day before that, because I'm going to be getting cute. So anyway, cheers to that. All right, Lexi, baby. Delia, you are so welcome. Ah, Julia. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. All right, Lexi, baby, you ready? It is your turn. If nobody else pops up after this, I will close out. All right. I have time for one more person. If anybody else wants to pop in. Yeah, that's right, Lexi. 50s for life. All right, baby girl, you ready? Let's begin. All right, angels, ancestors, guardians, and guides of Lexi Morgan. We call upon her mother. Lexi's mama. She was born on November 26, 19. Hang on a second, Lexi. You got me, girl. Okay, so we are going to begin and end this reading tonight with tears, apparently. Y'all, I don't usually cry, for the record. I do this all day long. This is not my typical thing, but some of y'all just had to get me tonight, huh? Woo! I am emotional. Pisces, it's y'all's fault. It's the Pisces sun. We're in Pisces season. Got me feeling them deep feelings. Woo! Plus, it's my grandmother's birthday, so I'm already missing her. For those of you who are late, that is, I know you can't see her. I'd go get her, but I'm not going to get up and stand up and go get her. But my grandmother, JoJo, it's her birthday today. And Lexi, you're Pisces too. I love this. All right. Woo! All right, Lexi, you ready, baby? We're ready. I'm feeling it. I'm ready. Let's go, baby. Woo! angels, ancestors, guardians, gods, Alexi Morgan. If it is her free will, we call upon her mama, born on November 26, 1982. Passed on August 20th, 2022. Sweetheart, my face is flushing. She is here. Age 39. Whew, I don't know. Can you see my cheeks are turning red? She is coming in quickly. Lexi Morgan's mama, we thank you. Oh, my ears are ringing. Thank you for being here. I know your daughter is so grateful for you to be here. One more? Okay, one more. Lexi Morgan's mother, born November 26, 1982, died August 20th, 2022, age 39. Thank you for being here. All right. Card to represent your mama. Look, do you? Whew. She's fast, Lexi. She's quick. She had a lot to say. What do we got here? The King of Coins, the King of Pentacles, and oh, look at all these coins showing up. I love that for her. The Six of Pentacles, the King of Pentacles. So let me say this. I can tell you right now, she did not want to leave you. She just hit me in the heart. She's like, wham. Oh, okay. So the tears are for her. This is not me. This is her coming through. I can feel it. This is not my tears because it's not coming from the same place. This is her. Ooh, Lexi, your mama is telling me she was not ready to go. She had a lot more. She meant to take care of you more. That's what the Six of Coins is saying. She had the intention, whether she was able to fulfill it or not. It was always her intention to be around a lot longer. King of Coins. It was always her intention to be around a lot longer, to be able, oh, my ears are ringing, to be able to take care of you, baby. She did not mean for that. Whatever happened, however it happened, was not her intention. That was definitely not her life plan. Woo! Lexi. Yeah, I have weird experiences tonight. I feel like she will get in bed with me. Yeah, I'm serious when I tell you the energy is unlike anything. This is very strong. It's almost like she's crying, and I feel lightheaded and like my ears are ringing very loudly, so I know it's her, but she's like oh, she's sad. She's just sad. She wants me to reiterate, like, hang on, I can't keep doing this. Like, she's making me cry for no reason. Ma'am, do you find I am live on television? Huh? Let's see. Woo, okay. She really wants to make this point strongly. She did not, whatever happened, whether it was illness, injury, accident, or otherwise, that was never the plan. She in her life, she never could have imagined that the day that she knew you were coming to join her, that this would be the way that it ended. She did not mean for that to happen. That's very strong. Okay. Wow. Okay. Card number. Here we go. How she's doing. Mama Lexi. Mama to Lexi Morgan. How you doing? Born November 26, 1982. Died August 20th, 2022 at a very young age of 39. Look, this is one of my favorite cards of the tarot deck because I feel like it is one of the most misunderstood cards in the entire reading. Oh, okay, Lexi, that's what that means. And that's why she is so insistent, like why she's crying, why she's sad. She is very loud, sweetheart. She's saying, I'm sorry, I did not mean for this to happen. That's what this is saying. I meant to take care of you. I meant to take care of my own needs as well. Six of Coins. And I didn't. And I'm sorry. Okay. The thing is what she's saying is how she's doing on the other side. The Six of Swords. The Six of Swords for me. A lot of people are like, you're leaving something behind or you're not leaving something behind. This is the thing about the Six of Swords. What are you leaving behind? Ignorance. Lack of knowledge. Lack of wisdom. What she's saying is how she's doing on the other side is, sweetheart, all the things I didn't know, all the things that I willfully chose to be ignorant to in this lifetime, and all the things that I didn't have the opportunity to learn, I see now. And I am so much more alive, so much more aware. And the beautiful thing is she's saying The thing about the swords is not just the wisdom. I don't know if you know the card, the Four Swords, but that's the card of the healing, okay? And she's saying, not only have I gained wisdom, but in the wisdom that I've gained complete healing. She says, I'm sorry. Oh boy, clarify. I heard that. Clarify the next part of this message. Thank you. Did you see how she went bing? Five of Cups, exactly. I am so sorry for what I put you through in the past, Lexi. What's above? Woo! Five of Coins. I am sorry that my choices kept you on the outside of me. Page of Swords. I am so sorry that I didn't give you the opportunity to get to know me. I'm so sorry that you didn't get to know who I was outside of the ego that you knew. She said, I'm sorry that I kept you, that my ego kept you on the outside, Five of Coins. And I'm sorry that unfortunately the only part of me that you know was the past, was the part of me that isn't who I am now. Okay. And she says, honey, I don't want you to think of me. And I know it may not always be the easiest. And as a daughter of an addict to an addict, I lost my dad to addiction as well. And it took me a long time to not see him as an addict and to see him whole. And that's what she's saying. She's saying, if you can, see me whole. And I'm sorry. I'm sorry that I kept you stuck in a generational cycle of pain and addiction and hurt. And if you can, please forgive me. And please know I didn't mean that. That was never my intention. Okay. So how is she doing on the other side? How she's doing on the other side? She's enlightened. She's awakened. She understands. She sees that her soul never meant for that to happen. And that it had a lot of learning. And I know it's hard to see this when we're standing here, but her soul went through what it went through in this lifetime so that it can learn so much. Because now it can help you, it's guiding you. And when it gets to the opportunity to have its next lifetime, girl, whew, it's coming into this next time, lifetime ready. You know what I mean? But it's not going anywhere anytime soon. She says, I'm not going anywhere anytime soon. Don't be saying that. Don't be getting her thinking that I'm going anywhere soon. I'm right here with you right now. I'm right here with you right now, baby. I'm right here. So you get to come here with me. I ain't going nowhere. I ain't going nowhere. I am not leaving you. No, I'm not. No, I'm not. Absolutely not. That's what this card means. The Six of Swords in reverse. I'm not leaving you. Woo! You're closing out strong tonight, baby. What's a lesson that she learned in her lifetime that she wants to share with you? She had a lot of choices. Seven of Cups. And she says she realizes now that the choices that she made, she should have stepped back and looked at it from a higher perspective. When we talk about the cups, we're talking about our heart, right? We're talking about, and when we talk about our heart, I literally mean our heart chakra, right? I literally mean coming from the heart chakra. Remember, our chakras are just these vehicles, right? There's these beautiful light vehicles that can take us to all these places we want to go. And I don't want to get too deep into that. Okay. That's a whole other thing. Lexi, baby girl, if you want to talk about that, hit me up. We'll talk about it. Okay. But she's saying with the cups here, the heart chakra, that her heart knew she could have made different choices, but her ego didn't have the capability to make the choices that were in the best alignment for her. Okay. So what she's saying is that she wishes that she'd made different choices, but unfortunately her ego, and by that, all I mean to say is, and I don't know if anybody understands, because if you've never worked with me, you may not understand this. By ego, I just mean just the human being in this lifetime. I don't mean anything more than that. I don't mean like, oh, you're such a terrible thing, the ego. What I mean is just the human, not the soul, just the human. The ego in this lifetime couldn't understand what the soul needed. And so it made the choices it made and it was never at the soul level. Okay. And that's the lesson she learned. She realizes choices she made was at the ego level. And she's so sorry. She says, I'm sorry. I wish for you, I could have chose better. But at the same time, Lexi, that was the path that she had to take. And I need you to hear that because I had to learn that for myself too. Her soul needed to learn the lessons it had to, so it couldn't have done it any other way. Unfortunately, it hurts us. But when you get to the other side, you'll be like, I'm glad you learned those lessons. I'm so happy you got to learn those lessons. It sucks for us here, right? Because it does. As the daughter, it sucks, right? Baby girl, I love you. I'm sorry. It's not a club I wish anybody was ever a part of. I don't like to be part of it. I'm sorry you are too. Okay, so the next card is guidance for you. Mama to Lexi Morgan, what advice do you have for your daughter? Did you see that? I said, what advice? And she went, ching, ching. All right. Oh, ma'am. Yes, 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 yes. The 8 of coins. There you go, honey. Do not. You are so close. Okay, Lexi, this is coming not just from mom. This is coming from Toni because I mean this. Like she meant for me to tell you this. Is there a reason this is coming from me? Okay. Do not give up on your dreams. You are so damn close. You are so close. And if you have to work a little bit harder, if you have to make a little bit effort, so the hell what? Because on the other side of that little bit of effort, that little bit of hard work, that little bit of time is every damn thing you ever wanted. Do not give up now. You are this close. You are so much closer than you think to your dreams coming true. You are literally standing outside the fire. Do not be afraid of it. Jump right into the ring. You're not going to get burned. Okay? Do not give up on yourself now. This is not the time. If you feel tired, take a nap, but don't give up on yourself. Okay? I mean it, Lexi. Don't you dare give up on yourself right now. You are this close. Whatever it is, you are trying to figure it out. Whatever it is you are trying to achieve, you're about to. You're about to, and you're about to succeed. Don't give up on yourself. Okay? All right. Message to you from her. Angels, ancestors. Okay, Lexi, I just saw your message. Don't you make me cry. I've cried enough. All right, angels, ancestors, guardians, gods, and my beautiful Lexi. Her mama is here with us right now, and we are so grateful for you being here with us. Mama to Lexi Morgan, born on November 26, 1982. Sweetheart, if you could feel what I feel right now, she's giving you the biggest hug. August 20th, 2022 is when she passed from this earth at age 39. What message do you have for your daughter, please? Words of love and advice, please, for your daughter. What would you most like to say to her right now? Where's the book? Where's the book? Whew. I can tell you, as the daughter of somebody who passed far too young, and because of their choices and because of poor choices they made, there is not a better message that I would want to receive than this. And can I tell you how much I love this? Because I just realized, and I'm not trying to make a shameless plug, but that looks just like my book cover. So I love this because it's like literally setting yourself free. It's literally like achieving your dreams. It's literally like I'm at the top of the mountain and I got everything I want. It says, and I know it's hard to read, but it says, I feel healthy and happy. I can now do amazing things I never dreamed were possible. And it feels like I am doing them in a physical body, except I feel so much lighter, freer, and more flexible. So I can do acrobatics if I want to. I can fly, I can sing, I can jump as high as a mountain. I can move instantly between locations. It is magical here. The main thing that I want to emphasize to you, Lexi, though, is that in all of the aches and the pains and the suffering that I went through in my physical body, it's gone. It is all gone. It went away. I can breathe. I can see. I can walk like I'm healthy now. All of the limitations of my physical body are gone. All of the things that stop me, all of the mental, emotional, spiritual, and physical limitations that she had, they're gone. And she is now enjoying her spiritual body. I can also now see how I could have taken much better care of myself physically and how I could have enjoyed better health. And I hope, Lexi, I hope you will take this to heart too. After all, we just get this one physical body in this lifetime, and it is built to last a lifetime if we take care of it. And let me say something. You know, I had a couple of readings ago. We had this beautiful grandma come in, grandma for Tim, his grandma. She was 100 years old. The body is meant to last a lifetime, and your mama realizes that now. She's like, I didn't appreciate this beautiful, beautiful, beautiful gift that I was given. So, baby, girl, please take care of the physical body you were given. If there is a doctor's appointment you need to make, if there is a something going on that you've been putting off getting checked off, do it. Take care of it. You only get this one time. Don't don't take it for granted, okay? Because your mama is saying very clearly, I took it for granted and I'm sorry. I'm so sorry because you know what? You deserve better than that. But you know what? At the same time, though you deserve better than that, I had to learn a lesson. And I promise you I did. And now I'm happy, I'm healthy, and that's the only thing I want for you. That's it. I just want you to be happy and healthy. All right, Lexi, I love you so much. Thank you for being here with me tonight. And your mama, Lexi's mama, we are so thankful for you being here. In the name of the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit, we now close and collapse this big container. Amen. All right. I am so glad and I am so grateful. It has been about 90 minutes now. All of you who are here, thank you for being here with me. You all are amazing. I'll be back in about a month from now. And like I said, the next reading will be at noon. And of course, for those of you, if you missed it, check out my new book. It is called The Tarot-tastic Journey of Mia and Friends. This is not the cover. We are going to change the cover. It's actually going to look like this. It's going to look like this. It'll be cute. It'll be cute. But you can find it now on Kindle and on paperback at 20 Summers. Find it. I would love for y'all on Amazon, by the way. So y'all be sure to check that out. I love y'all all. Have a very happy Friday night. Cheers to you all. Stay out of trouble. Much love to you. Bye.
111